Local, late breaking. This is WBAL TV 11 News at 6 in HD.
Good evening, I'm Landon Harrar. Thank you for joining us. We begin with that massive warehouse fire in North Baltimore. Officials say it reached 5 alarms and used the manpower of more than 100 firefighters. It started around 6:30 this morning in the 1700 block of Union Avenue in the Clipper Mill area. Officials say the building houses a few offices, but no one was inside at the time.
At this time, we'll be leaving one engine and one truck sort of on a fire watch so that if anything does flare up, there are still some hot spots and they're hitting them now, but we will be keeping them here throughout the majority of the evening, rotating crews just to keep an eye on things, so if anything does flare up, they'll be able to get an early knock on it.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. When she was sworn into office on February 4th, Baltimore's 49th mayor knew she had a lot on her plate. Now Stephanie Rollins-Blake is set to deliver her first State of the City address tomorrow. A spokesman tells 11 News the speech will focus on the state of Baltimore's economy and how to close a $120 million budget deficit. Maryland is already set to receive federal disaster funding for the December snowstorm, and U.S. Senator Ben Cardin is confident our state will also get aid for this month's historic storms. He was this morning Sunday's Q&A guest.
Expect that President Obama will recognize Maryland as for emergency relief. We'll make that declaration. It should come in the next couple of weeks, and then our subdivisions will qualify for money, as will the damage that was caused by the storm.
Senator Cardin says the governor is in the process of trying to secure those funds. And after all that snow, there's word more could be on the way. A check with meteorologist John Collins still ahead. Plus more new rules about taking out the trash. The latest rundown for you right after the break. Since the first snowflake fell here in Baltimore back in December, it has continued to fall with a fury. This year's snowfall has beaten almost every other year's with a whopping 60.4 inches of accumulated snowfall so far this winter. Baltimoreans are still trying to dig out from that 19.5 inch that they received just days ago. As you can see, there's still a lot of snow, but there's nowhere to go with it. Huge snowdrifts like this are a common sight in the city, as people are wondering just how much more snow shoveling they're going to have to endure this winter. Reporting with WBAL TV News, I'm Landon Harrar. All across the world, people have been giving to the earthquake victims in Haiti. Athletes, actors, and even businesses are pulling together to do their own to help those who are affected by this disaster. Here at WTMD, they also did their part by raising over $15,000 in just one day. Of course, all that money will be going to the program Doctors Without Borders, which specializes in providing medical care to hard-to-reach places.
WTMD as a public radio station really has a special responsibility to be responsive to our community, and that means not just Baltimore, but the world, really.
Haiti still needs help with food, medicine, and rebuilding efforts. By texting Haiti to 90999, you can pledge $10 to the American Red Cross Haiti Relief Fund. This is just one way a little bit of generosity can make a big difference. Reporting live from Towson University, I'm Landon Harrar. For 45 years, 83-year-old Ruth Head lived in this home with her 61-year-old son, John. Now on Sunday, a fire claimed both those lives and the house that they lived in. Neighbors say they called 911 after smelling smoke. By the time firefighters arrived on the scene, both residents were in full cardiac arrest. The house, which was bought back in 1955, was also a place of business. Ruth and her late husband started their business, Head Graphics, right here in their home. Now visitors who once came to look at all the beautiful artwork on the walls have come to mourn the loss of two of their own. Reporting from Catonsville, I'm Landon Harrar.